I am back with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 16? 15 or 16? I'm just continuing right where we left off in the last episode. And last time we did some quests in the city, and then we've just made our way down to here, and we've just killed a cultist that we're up here. Yeah. I guess we'll head back to the city now. But I've got a drink. I'm a bit more refreshed. Didn't give a fuck, did they? What else did we do? Guess we can end up here and do this quest now. Oh, what's that one now? Yeah, let's do that. I think we've done it, we just need to talk to them. So we might as well get the reward. Oh, and we're looking to, because we got the actual armor piece for the Amazon leggings, well, the skirt bit, because we were using, I think it was that, wasn't it? And it is just a lot weaker. Did I even have any mods onto that? What mod did I have? Is it just assassin damage? Okay. I never really went with a full armor set. So like if I can find all the Amazon armor pieces, that might be worth trying out. Oh shit. Oh come on. Fuck off! What the fuck is that? The fuck? How did that not hit? Sandra hit the fucking thing. Fucking hell. That's kind of pissing me off then. So annoying, because in Red Dead you could go through the war in a horse, and then in this it's like, nope. But the thing is, the horse gets through it okay. It ain't like it drowns instantly or anything.
Off we go now.
What's this? Right, Phobos. But streaming wise, I might not. I might have a few days off. I don't know. I might try. So I don't need to do as much as I've been. It's not that I couldn't get bored or anything, but I really need to let YouTube catch up for a bit.
Another day is
I might either not stream tomorrow and Friday. Well, we'll see how it goes. I won't say because when this goes on YouTube, it's pointless.
My partner and I were to perform at the temple. She reciting her epic, while I accompanied with music.
Why are you not at the temple then?
We have been accused of impiety by the temple priestess. The soldiers came for my partner this morning. I fear I am next.
You want me to find her and set her free?
Not an easy task, but yes, she must escape.
Consider yourself lucky. It's already been taken care of.
By Apollo, thank you. This is for you.
That'll do.
Yeah, let's put a mod on to these leg piece. Let's sell. Engrave. Oh, what shall we have? Should we have assassin damage? Warrior damage.
Good day to you.
I will head to the city then. Should we? I know it's stupid, but why don't we go to all the question marks in Athens before we do it? Oh, it'd be great if they made a Japanese Assassin's Creed or something, or Chinese. But I suppose they might not do it now since what was that game that PlayStation had? Ghost of Tsushima or something, is it? Because that's meant to be really good. I've been meaning to play that. So maybe Assassin's Creed won't do that just yet. They might wait a few years, but because they've done Vikings now, they've done ancient Greece, Egypt. What else could they do in this time, like this sort of era? Because really, they do it to sell. Games, so it'd be something that they could market quite easily. So maybe like people keep saying it'd be good if Assassin's Creed was if it went down that route. So I could easily, like, that's very something that they could easily do. Like an Asian sort of style Assassin's Creed in this. But if they did, it'd probably be not liked because of the PlayStation game. They'd probably say it's copying that or trying to steal from that or something. But then they'd make a lot of money because that game isn't on Xbox. Is it on PC now? It might be on PC. I don't know, it might not be. Because I know that zombie game, what's it? That's on PlayStation, PC now. It's funny because so many PlayStation fans are like, all our console exclusives are exclusive permanently, and then
Stop there!
just a
No place for you!
moment later, they're slowly but surely releasing all the games on console. Oh. I don't mind it. I don't get why PlayStation wouldn't put their games on PC. Because Xbox is doing it for a reason. So they get more people buying the games they make. This makes more sense. And it's a lot easier to make these more like next gen games for everything now. It was always harder to before put games onto I don't get why you would need to do that. It's always easy to it wasn't always easy before to put it was either a console port or a PC port. And it has been like that throughout last gen and the generation before that. But with the Series X and stuff, we shouldn't really be seeing as much of that, I don't think. Because at this point, PlayStation, the Series X and PS5, they're practically medium range PCs, like, well, low end I suppose, considering the PCs are getting a bit upgraded now, but there's no way consoles are just as powerful as PC now, so it's not so much work for developers to make games for everything. I don't think, anyway. But then I can't see the reason for them not to try and put the game on last gen. Because there's so many people that I'm not going to move to console just yet. I don't see the reason to. Especially, the problem would be is if because I've got Game Pass. Say you've got Game Pass, and then say 80% of them games become console exclusive for some stupid reason, then that's a problem. I don't think I'd buy a whole console to get Game Pass, but say you want to stay with your current console because it's all fine, and the subscription service you're using becomes obsolete. Like, I probably could just go back to Xbox Live, but when they're going on about increasing the price, like when they tried to increase the price to £120 a year, oh, fuck that. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably end up either stop playing games in general, or who's that? I'd either stop playing games in general and try and play offline, which is one thing you can do now with Xbox, which is probably good. It's good to know that if I say I couldn't afford Xbox Live or anything, I can still play online games. I can still install Fortnite, even though that would kill me to do that, or Warzone, and know I'm able to play them online and stuff, enjoy them. I bet Xbox is fucking cringing because they have to do that now, because they go away with that for years. How did I set myself on fire? But yeah. I really don't know with Xbox. Or next gen anyway. Because it feels like they could still treat Xbox, like the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 as a low-end PC. Like they'll probably make, like the release of Cyberpunk an excuse to not make games for last gen. Because the PS4 and that was so in poor state. But that was not at all the console's fault. Sure, the lower end consoles don't help, but when you've got so many other game developers and games in general that work okay on them consoles, they're not perfect, but they work fine on them. But yeah, you just, I don't know. I think games on last gen shouldn't die so quickly. I don't think they can. When so many people can't get hold of next gen consoles, and two, it's a lot. I don't think a lot of people want to get a new console. I know that when I bought the Xbox One, I bought it a year after, and there was a few games I bought the console for, but then it was it weren't stuff I want. Like, I didn't need to do it. I didn't need an Xbox One. I only did it because my friends were getting it, and I suppose that's one thing. Oh, come on, guys! Which is, I suppose, what you should do it for. Like, if you did get a new console, do it for your friends. But since my friends don't play too much now, and I shouldn't really be playing too much, but I don't think I'm inclined to rush so much. I saw when was the consoles released? It's been coming up to a year now since the release of the Xbox One and that. Well, Series X and PlayStation 5 now, right? It was about September or something, wasn't it? How satisfying is that? It's only pennies, but damn, it's nice. Alright, come on. Kind of tricky with the way these guys are placed. Have a drink.
Caught a light. Shit.
But damn it, Cassandra. Z. Lovely. Alright, guess we can go down there now. I think we got everything right. I don't know why. I know it's just chit tape. I know people moan about the tick boxes, but I don't know. I find it rather satisfying. Just going from place to place and just doing everything on the list. Oh, is there more? Oh. This is completely the camp I weren't meant to hit. But, I would like to watch some stuff, but I really don't know what to watch. On, oh, look how cool that is. That's a shit patch-up job, isn't it? Let's try and get this done. Oh. Almost but surely getting there. Oh, this was smooth right now. Oh wow, that was a clean run right there, wasn't it? Quite proud of that. Guess we go and do that then. I quite enjoyed that. It's satisfying when you can do that to a big base, where you just go in completely clean, keep moving, you don't stop or anything. But I can't help myself, I do stop sometimes, I just want to stare and absorb what they're going to be doing. I like them little camps, they're quite easy to do. I've just been looking for some, I was thinking of watching, what is it? I've found stuff quite boring ever since I finished Invincible. Whoa! That was a new animation. But ever since I watched Invincible, there ain't been too much that has grabbed my attention. Like, Fear has been okay. It's been up and down. I don't like some of the decisions the writers have made, but Fear the Walking Dead is okay for now. And I think that's got 2 episodes left, which will probably be finished by the time this is up on YouTube, so what else? I'm really waiting for the Marvel movies to pick up again. Like, the Eternals looks weird. I don't think that's going to be very... It'll probably be good, but is it going to be as in... Is it going to be something that will replace Captain America or Iron Man? Don't know. So all it seems like is they've got like... Oh, look at us, we've got 2 actors from Game of Thrones, that popular show that were ruined. But even that is, yeah. I'm looking forward to Black Widow, but that should have happened years ago. Black Widow should have came out before Captain Marvel.
You never forget your first Spartan kill. I think.
We'll be watching you, Miss Dios. At least give them a welcome first. Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
You need to stay away.
Thank you.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe,
Wow.
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Don't remember
I
this.
feel uncomfortable.
I look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Okay.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. From his wild gestures, deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I
Oh,
least
yeah,
expect
this
him.
guy.
Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for...
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Good. And don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Cool. Why does she look like she's prepared to fucking beat up a load of people?
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war? I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon talk at the Pnyx. Even for a politician, he's scum.
Bah, you sound like every other blowhard in this place. Cleon is a champion of the people, and he's ready to tear down Pericles' elitism.
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Hermippos led the Tsars to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped of power. Not that it worked. Yet. Pericles is the past.
He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
I really don't know what democracy is.
I'm looking
do
for
they?
clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice to the gods, but does that mean, in so doing, that I have myself found God? Or...
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating airbladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
What do we do now? This might be some nudie stuff.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Ooh. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I thought this party was to Athenian standards. Until now.
Let them have their meeting of the minds. I'm more interested in meeting other parts.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but Aspasia keeps complaining about me walking unencumbered through her symposiums.
You mean naked?
It sounds so good when you say it.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long.
Why not?
You don't get the oil soon.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with a...
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I am the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Really, they might as well. Most of the dialogue, you know, when they give you options for the dialogue, they might as well just let you play through all.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
What did they say to the
I've
girl?
come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men live quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
To Dionysos.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Not that evil side eye.
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
Bloody hell.
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
These Athenians are fucking stuck-up arseholes. They ain't got a clue.
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
So much talking in this.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Oh, you. I wonder if there's any more people. Well, there wouldn't be. Is that one guy is out of the country, isn't he?
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now, it's time for you to help me,
Yeah.
Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice, and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
He's all out, isn't he? How do I get up there then? How would he get up there in general? Not a ladder or anything. Is there? I only just realised that. If he's up there, how would he get up there? Here we go.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that
What
knowledge couldn't
what
be
was
more
that in the
different.
background?
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician.
Oh, he's dancing in the fire.
Carpentry improves the building,
I was like he was
not
being
the
made then.
builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time.
Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done. Socrates is an interesting character. Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in
Oh,
chaos.
yes, she's a pirate.
A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
So we're gonna be all going all over then. Sorry I ain't been talking, but it's been a lot of dialogue going on. Oh, that's why. Door. I was wondering why you couldn't get to the second floor, the top floor.
Cassandra! I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
You've been hiding from your guests long enough. Aspasia seems to think so too.
She usually does. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend, I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles. The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Be funny if we could wear this outfit. And that's it, isn't it?
Oh! I'll help you however I can during your travels.
I think she's a cult member, ain't she? I don't know, but is she like the main one? I think she might be. I can't remember. I think she's a cult member though.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good.
So I guess there's a lot of exploration now. We're heading away from Athens. It's quite exciting. Ah, that's better.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra.
Cool. Now we're good. Well, I guess we'll head to one of the locations anyway then. Well, we won't head there now. I might end it there for today. 'Cause that's a good way to end, I think. Maybe one of these anyway. Where do we need to go? I have no idea. Well, let's find somewhere pretty to end off. Sorry for not talking much throughout that, but it was a lot of dialogue throughout that mission. A lot of setting up what we're going to be doing in, I guess, the next few episodes. Oh, well, I think you can find somewhere prettier to stay. I think I'll do. So I do like. I do like having this for the end screen, but a bit of a shorter one, but it was a lot more like exposition dump, like just a lot of what we're going to be doing in the future. So yeah, too much killing, but we did a lot of that last time, a lot of exploration, so it somewhat balances out, right? And we did a bit at the beginning, so yeah, I'm gonna probably end it there for today. There'll be probably Metro tomorrow. I don't know whether it'll be Last Light or 2033, but yeah, it'll be one or the other. As always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.